up, YouTube? Welcome back to the AJ Speed Shop YouTube channel. Today we are doing a mobile version of our typical video. Tonight we're going to the drag strip, and here locally in Houston Raceway Park has been our home drag strip since 1989, and that track is actually closing at the end of this month. So of course the whole city and surrounding cities are quite disappointed in the fact that the track is closing, but it's also prompted a bunch of people to try to get their cars to the track that might not have been planning to get them to the track so quick. And so with that being said, tonight we are actually bringing my friend's car to the track, and that car is a 1973 Plymouth Cuda, and that thing is powered by a 512 cubic inch RB engine. It makes just a little over 700 horsepower, we think, and this is our first night to the track with it. So the car's a fresh build. It's had a few tests on the street, but nothing significant. But so tonight is really our first night to really get out and run this car, and hopefully we're going to go pretty deep into the tens with it. I'm pretty sure that 1050s or so would probably be a pretty decent estimate for a first night out on shakedown runs with not the best air. It's probably positive about 500 foot DA right now. So we're gonna see what it does. Hopefully we'll have a good night at the track with it. And I'm also gonna get some other footage of some of the other cars that's gonna be there tonight, because it ought to be a really killer night. There's a lot of people talking about going, and if I see anything that's a little interesting or something that you might not see on typical drag race or track night videos, Friday night test and tune videos, I'll try to record them and get them all in this video. So stay tuned, we're on the way. We'll be there shortly. That over about, I think it was 2020 when I got it really running and driving. I just don't do anything.
Well, it's awesome you got it out here, man. This is what it's been a long time. I haven't been out that radio thing since I had it. Yeah. It's been a while. I think that was 2018. It's a killer car. How do you like the leaves?
I've had it worked a lot fucking better before.
I've got
Alright everyone, I'm standing here with my buddy Chris. He's the owner of this badass 73 Cuda. Chris, tell us about the car, man.
It's a 74. It's a real BS23 code Cuda model. They were originally 360, 727 small block type deal. It's just been converted over. It's got a big 512 inch short deck motor, so it's based off of like a 383 400 block, 4 1/4 stroke. I think it's 4,374, 511, 512 inches, almost 11 to 1. It's got a moderate hydraulic roller in it. Makes almost 700, and 727 automatic, full manual valve body. Big dynamic converter, like 3600 installed, 370 gears. Just basic old school Dodge.
So I know it's the first night out with the car, and you've done a little bit of testing on the street, but nothing from a dead stop yet.
No.
So do you have a goal in mind, and do you have a guess of what you think that the car is likely going to run?
Man, if it ran some 1090 anythings, I'd be happy and satisfied. I think it should run off into the 70s. You know, maybe a little quicker depending on kind of air we get. But yeah, I don't have a lot of time messing with it, tuning on it. So we'll just see what it does.
Well, when I checked the DA on the way over here, it was like positive 500. So hopefully it's going to get better by the end of the night. This sun goes down and starts cooling off a little bit. Hopefully we'll get some minus couple hundred DA. It would be great.
It's cooled off a little bit. It feels like it's getting better. We'll see how it goes.
Well, best of luck to you. I'll be following along with you, and we'll see how it goes. Hopefully we'll be able to get this sucker deep in the 10s tonight.
I hope so. Thank you.
Thanks, Chris.
Sure.
right, Chris. So tonight we did not quite get the results that we were expecting, but we found a couple of small issues that we think we need to try to track down. What is your take on how our night went tonight with the 74 Cuda?
Well, first and foremost, it was terrible, but it was positive at the same time. So we didn't go backwards. Every pass stepped up a little bit, and the best pass of the night, just to cut to the chase, was 1140 something at like 118. It's not making the power that it was making on the dyno for sure. Just the speed isn't there. But in addition to the speed and the power alone, the whole combination is new. So all the suspension's new. Didn't know where the shocks were going to need to be set, nothing. So it picked the tire up a little bit, and as soon as the tire sits down, it smokes the rear end. So and the rear end is in question itself, the posi. So there's definitely some things to check. All in all, every pass stepped up a little bit, but just not what I wanted or expected to do. So we'll go back and check a few things and make some adjustments and recheck some stuff and give it another shot.
Right on. So we know we've got some action items here with Chris's car that we're going to try to get checked out. There's only 2 more test and tunes here at Houston Raceway Park this year before they close the track. So I don't know if we'll be able to get the car back to the track before they close, or if we're gonna have to try to tow it to another track a couple hours away. The next quarter mile is 2 hours away from us, so we'll make a few changes and try to do a little testing on the street, maybe see if we can get it cleaned up, and then try to get it back to another track and hopefully get it down to where we expect it to be. So we appreciate you guys watching the channel. We'll get back to you with an update on the car as soon as we get all the bugs worked out of it. Thanks a lot for watching.
Thanks, Al.
All right, guys, good morning. This is Saturday morning, night after our Friday night at the track, testing Chris's Barracuda. And I just wanted to do a quick summarization of kind of what we discovered last night, and we tried to do an outro video at the track last night, but the lighting was real bad and it was really noisy and stuff. So I just wanted to do a quick summary to kind of go back over what we came across. First off, in regards to the launching and 60-foot lack of traction on the car's actually got a Pro Touring style suspension. It's got coilovers and stuff. It's not really set up to drag race. But we noticed that the car was leaving pretty hard and twisting to the right, and it was unloading the left rear tire pretty bad. We made a couple of shock adjustments to see if we could tune that out, and we couldn't. So what would happen is the car would launch, it would pull the left front wheel, twist the body up, and then it would unplant the left rear tire. So as soon as it would wheelie, it would land and it would blow the tires off. It did that 2 passes in a row. Then finally on the last pass, Chris just walked it out of the hole real easy, and it didn't even get wide open throttle till almost the 60-foot mark. And we managed to get it to go down the track without spinning that way, and basically just get some good data. We wanted to get a good read on the plugs. He kept it on the floor all the way through. The first pass he had let out a little early. So it wasn't a good pass. I think that one was like a 187 60-foot, but either way, we noticed the car is way down on power. The mile an hour is at least 5 miles an hour off from where it should be. We were pulling plugs after every pass, and the plugs looked a little lean, and the timing was really hot. We had the timing set at 36 degrees, and we verified it with the timing light, but we think there might be a discrepancy with the timing tab. It's an aftermarket timing tab, and the machine shop had to do some creative mounting of this tab on the timing chain cover, on the billet timing chain cover. So we are in the agreement that the timing is possibly way off. The car starts real hard, it cranks over hard. It's supposed to have 36 degrees in it, but it really acts like it's got a lot more. So we have a feeling that we've got way too much timing in it. And the carburetor, we were showing about a 13.0 air fuel going down the track, but the plugs read much leaner than that. So we have a feeling we have some tuning issues. It's probably, hurting the power quite a bit. So we're thinking that's where the majority of our missing mile an hour is. So Moving forward, well, we're going to go through, we're going to change plugs, we're going to put a piston stop on it and verify true top dead center, really get the timing tab set up correctly, verify the timing, go through the carburetor, richen it up, and hopefully we can get some of this missing power back, because we're probably missing at least 100 horsepower from what it looks like, judging by the mile per hour. I mean, this thing should go 123, 124 pretty easy, and it went almost 119 on the best pass. So it's definitely not right, and Chris is a perfectionist. He's going to stay on it till we get this thing right. So I don't know if we'll get it back to the track again or not before the track closes down. There's only 2 more Friday nights before the track closes down permanently. But we're on it, and we're going to see what we can come up with to get this car right. This car should run deep in the 10s, and Chris is really adamant we're going to get it there. So anyway, I appreciate you guys watching the video. If you made it this far, please like and subscribe. Let us know what you think about the content and what else you would like to see. If you have any more suggestions or recommendations for this Mopar, leave it in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.